Hey friends, welcome to Andy's Audio Crap, where we talk about audio crap. I give you my thoughts, I try and repair some stuff occasionally, and we just all around audio stuff. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. What we have here today is a PL-117D. This particular unit was featured in another video that was quite lengthy, and that was due to all of the repairs that needed done on it. I just wanted to make another video, which is essentially a review of this player. Now, let's give it a listen here real quick. Sounds really good, and let's talk about the cartridge and why that sounds good. So Empire, it had a deal with Pioneer for a little while, where they had a Pioneer Empire series. This one has a new stylus, so it sounds nice, crisp and clean, and no issues with it, which is good. It tests even. If you're familiar with cartridges, you can test them to figure out if the left or right channel is going to be louder than the other one, and this one tests almost dead even, which is awesome. You know, it's on a vintage one, you have to be careful. A lot of them don't test even. The isolation on this particular table is really good. Not only does it have really solid rubber feet, but it also has in-table isolation. So you can see here that as I move the tone arm rest, it moves the rest of it independent of the bass, which I'll tell you, I can put some pretty hefty speakers next to this thing, bookshelf speakers, and it will not resonate. Too bad. All record players will resonate, but this one is especially good at not relaying that sound, especially the bass. The counterweight over here, let's talk about that for just a second. Somebody asked me the other day what that was, and so this weight over here, so this weight, right, is the counterweight, right? It determines how much weight is coming down on that needle. And this one is actually there to help you balance the left to right lean, I guess is what you would call it. I'm trying to come up with layman's terms. They got good technical terms for this stuff. But so as the head shell comes through the record, it's going to kind of pitch either direction, and this will help you balance that pitch. So the idea is that, as you know, you've got this bow in here. Well, this bow isn't naturally even, and so that helps counter that. Also, why it's adjustable is these head shells, you can put different ones on. Like, I have a sample head shell that I use to test things. It's like an ion head shell, Walmart Fantastic stuff there, with a AT3600 on it, so nice and generic, but this thing is super reliable and it helps me test ground on these units. And if I put this on here, it's way lighter than this Pioneer, because ion, they're not using anything hefty, but Pioneer sure the hell does, and so it will tend to make that well, it'll lean in essentially. So when I put that one on there, I adjust that. I don't know what else to cover on here. The stop, start, and everything. So in my earlier video when I did the maintenance on it, you'll hear me talk about how I'm like pondering whether or not it's actually working correctly or not. And it was my level of patience at the point in time when I was filming it. And it actually works correctly. So if you hit the start button on this, it takes it a really long time compared to most turntables. You'll see it's actually lifted at this point, and it will get to moving it at some point. There you go. I'm used to other turntables that move much quicker than that, and that's just the way that this turntable is. It's just the way Pioneer made it. So it's not in any hurry to get going, but when it gets going, it's good. Repeat function works just fine. The stop works great. Here we'll stop it, and then we'll do a play to the center of the record to look at the return. Again, it takes it a minute to stop completely. While that's going on, I did recover the bottom here, and the reason that I recovered it, and I used the wrong color according to the votes on the turntable forums, so I should have just got regular wood grain, but I had this black stuff, so I put this on here. But it's just a vinyl wrap, and the reason that I used it is that all of these, and here's just a sample one, all of these, I don't know what Pioneer was thinking, but the vinyl that they used on these just peels right off. And it could just be due to age, could have been originally that way, but if you get one of these, just expect that even the slightest little rub on the bottom will bring that up. If you go back to that other video, you can see how I went about handling getting this on there, because that is a very, very smooth surface, and you have to alcohol it and then sand it. And what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were going to look at the return function. Okay, so I'm going to hit start, and a good way to break one of these players, or to really mess it up, or to get the mechanics in a bad spot, is to hit all these buttons without letting it complete a cycle on the button you pushed. So let it complete the cycle, and then you can hit whatever button you want. All right, let's go to the center of the record and drop it. Oh, it's already done it. All right, I pushed it a little bit too far. It does work correctly. It lets it get to the center before it picks it up, and there she goes down. All right, fabulous players. I love the Pioneers. They're just tanks. They last forever. One thing I will say is that Pioneer definitely could have done a better job on their dust covers. I assume they probably expected you to put this in a cabinet and not use the actual dust cover, because if you look at this thing, it gets a scratch in it. And this one in particular has some pretty bad marring. A new one, brand new one from a guy out on eBay. He'll make you a custom one, and he uses anti-scratch plastics and coatings, which will help preserve the new one. But even picking up a used one, you're looking at about 80 bucks, which isn't too bad. Honestly, if you just take the cover off of it, take the hinges off of it, it looks beautiful. All right, that is my 100% review. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. This one is a buy. It is a keeper, and if you have a chance to get one, you'll probably get one and then be like, oh man, I want another one, because they're that good. Thanks for watching.